Dios está en nuestro hogar.
Good evening to this program. We want this evening to share with you a special message. As you know, God's intention and plan for the family was that they would enjoy happiness, especially beginning with the couples. And in order for happiness to be achieved, there are certain necessities. One of the things that many young people before getting married do not realize that in order to have compatibility, they must have certain factors in common. They are not to be equal, of course, because there is another rule that we marry to someone with whom we can complete ourselves. In other words, complementarity. So this evening I want to share with you some factors that incide in a special way in the development, the peace and the happiness of the couples. And the first place I want to talk about the age. When we talk about age, we are talking about the difference of age between one and the other. The counsel is that if they're different in age, the husband should be a little older, not too old, not too many years above the wife, but at least when they are young people, the young ladies develop, mature before the young men. So therefore, the husband can be a little older. In no case the ages should be varied in a great distance. They should be as prudent, different in the age, because if the difference is so great, then there will be problem. There are necessities that need to be satisfied to each other, and if this happen, then you won't be able to satisfy each other adequately. The second thing is education. The level of education is very important. We are to understand that when we are married to someone, we have to pass a lot of time together. We have to do things together. We have to discuss matters together. And if we are so wide apart in our education, at times you won't be able to cope up together with the conversations and the interest will be lost. Therefore, the one who is higher in education may do a lot of things or want to do things that the other will not enjoy. And this create a distance between these two people. So we have to be very careful with this. The third thing is the health. We marry to someone with whom we can enjoy happiness. And when someone is sick, then it's going to be a problem. And in order to have good health, you need to have good practices in your life. And therefore, you need to determine to have the health that will permit you to enjoy your life. Now, after you're married, if any problem comes with your health, as we know, the vow says in sickness or in health. So after you're married, there is nothing to be done. You have to live with it and you have to help each other, help the one that is sick if that is the case. The other thing is the culture. You know that there are people from different places that have different cultures, and at times the cultures are so widely different that it can create a great problem. And so when we are going to marry to someone that is not from our culture, we need to realize that they are different and we need to learn how to live with the other person's culture. The next thing is family values. Each family has certain value. And for example, there are families that have value of, their value is that they like to be together, especially in December. In Christmas season, at the end of the year, they have to get where their parents are. And therefore, if there is a great difference, this may create a problem. Either we tolerate it, we participate with it, we enjoy it, or we will have great problems. So this is something that we need to study and to analyze Very good. Another thing is the temperaments. As you know, there are certain temperaments that incide in the behavior of people. We have, for example, the phlegmatic, we have the sanguineous, we have the melancholic, and the other. Four different characteristics in temperaments. And these, if we do not control, if we do not have care, we are going to have conflicts and great conflicts. But I want to tell you that the greatest of all the factors that need to be cared for is unity in our spirituality. Unity in spirituality. What I'm saying with this, when the Lord talked to Israel, he said in the book of Deuteronomy 7, verses 3 and 4, he said, do not marry your sons to their daughters, neither take their sons for your daughters. So, intermarriage, when I say intermarriage, I mean difference in spirituality, in belief, in doctrines. It's very, very important that the two people are united in one faith, doctrines, relationship. Although you may have different convictions, but the principles be the same ones, the one as to the other. This is very important. Also in the New Testament, in the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 14, the Bible tells us, do not unite on or in unequally yoke. And this is very, very important. Unequally yoked means a believer with an unbeliever. If you do so, you're going to have great problem. As in the case of when he told the children of Israel that they should not give their daughters to the other people, sons, neither take their daughters for their sons. He said, if you do so, they will take you away from the truth. They will lead you astray. And this is what God wants to avoid. Two people need to believe in God, the same teachings, and follow the same principles. So if you are considering to get married, or you're already married, then analyze these situations, these factors, and follow them strictly. If you have children and you have to orientate them, please take into account as you orientate them in the direction that they will be able to have a life of happiness with their spouse and enjoy life together and prepare in order to live in heaven together. The Lord bless you.